Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be looking at the EZA Super Strike Jackie Chun that came out today, the latest of the Super Strike free-to-play unit revamps, obviously just following the same format as always, giving these units a Dokkan Awakening and an EZA. Now, we've seen a pretty shoddy run of the last few units being quite disappointing. The last one, of course, being the STR Cyborg Tao. However, we have this new Jackie Chun, and he actually seems really good, especially considering one of the best places to run him is going to be on this Tech Goku team. They don't share the craziest amount of links. They share 3 links: World Tournament Champion, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, and the Incredible Adventure, which gives them some decent stats, quite a lot of extra ki, which is obviously very useful considering Goku being a unit that doesn't have prepared for battle. You kind of want those key links active when you can get them. So let's have a look at what he does. He's at 266k defense at the start of the turn with no other support on the rotation, which is pretty good. So his super attack is greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, so very good, 50% buff. Supreme damage to the enemy and seals super attacks, so that can still be useful even against some of the red zone bosses, so that's pretty good. And then his passive is attack and defense 150%. He gives tech and int types 1 ki and attack and defense 30%. Then he gives an extra ki 1 and 15% attack and defense to all allies, and has a high chance to guard all attacks when there is another World Tournament ally attacking in the same turn. Then he also gets an additional defense 150% and has guaranteed guard when there is a Turtle School ally attacking in the same turn. Then he has some build up as well. He gets additional attack 30% up to 90 and chance to crit 10 up to 30 with each attack performed. So he has to attack 3 times to get fully maxed out. So that means he has a nice little attack buff as well as a built-in 30% chance to crit. So because he's a tech unit, he has free level 5 crit as well anyway. So you just go full additional on his hidden potential because you want to get that extra greatly raised and then put the rest into dodge. As you can see, I haven't given him any premium skill orbs. But I would probably focus, like I say, on additional with a little bit extra in dodge, depending on the skill orbs that you have. Now, the thing that's going to make him really good, obviously, especially if you pulled this new Tech Goku, or you're running a team where you can run the Tech Goku as a friend, is that this new Tech Goku is a World Tournament unit and is also on Turtle School, which means this Jackie Chun is getting his defense buff and guaranteed guard, as well as providing the extra support. And because the new Goku is tech, that means this new Goku is getting 2 ki and 45% attack and defense from this Jackie Chun, as well as the things that he's getting from links. And this guy is actually pretty good defensively in his own right. So for the sake of the showcase, we're obviously going to run him on the main rotation, but you could quite easily run him as a floating support unit on this Tech Goku team, because obviously 99% of the time you're going to be running 1 Goku on each rotation. So having this Jackie Chun float into slot 3, he's then going to be providing a bunch of extra stats, and you don't have to worry about him being that sort of stereotypical slot 3 floating support unit that gets caught by a super attack from the boss at the end of the turn and gets killed, because he's attacking at the end of the turn before he gets hit, so he's getting his defense raised, and he has guard as long as there's the Turtle School ally. That opens up some options for him on some other teams as well with other Gokus, because the World Tournament ally is giving him support and a chance to guard, whereas the Turtle School ally gives him defense and guaranteed guard. So you could run him with a World Tournament ally and no Turtle School ally, but then you're rolling the dice, or I guess it's a coin flip, right? Because it's a 50% chance of whether he's going to guard or not. And against some of the more difficult bosses, you know, you losing that coin flip and him not guarding could be the difference between you winning and losing. So I would say, for me personally, I'm probably never going to run this guy on a team without a Turtle School ally, so he's got that permanent guard. But Turtle School is a very good category, right? It has like every Goku. There's a bunch of Krillins on there. Dokkan Fest Yamcha is on there. He's on Dokkan Fest Yamcha's 200% team as well. So he's on a lot of good teams. We'll get Bulma floated off here, I think, because she obviously is a very good support unit. Once we get her support going, obviously she's supporting everyone on this turn and the next turn as well. And then we have this STR Krillin in slot 1, who obviously is a defensive beast. Getting the all allies support by having the World Tournament ally is obviously useful for some of these World Tournament units like Krillin. So even if, for example, he'd floated in on this rotation with Krillin and let's say Bulma, neither of whom are... actually, no, of course Krillin is Turtle Skull. Goku, the fact that Krillin is STR and not Int and Tech is essentially what I'm getting at here by having a World Tournament ally. So if it was Krillin, the Tech, Jackie Chun, and then some other random unit that's not on Turtle School or World Tournament, Krillin is still going to be getting support from Jackie Chun because he's on rotation with a World Tournament ally. So Jackie Chun definitely has a lot of value. He shares a lot of links with this Grandpa Gohan as well, who is actually a really good support unit. And of course, he's another Super Strike unit, so he's picking up Bombardment, Super Strike, and Shattering the Limit. So if we have him in the middle here, he has all of his links active except for Supreme Warrior. So if we take a look at these, so we're getting World Tournament Champion is 2 key and 10% defense. Guidance of the Dragon Balls is 20% attack and a 7% crit chance. Bombardment is 20% attack, so pretty significant. Incredible Adventure is 3 key, attack and defense 7%. Super Strike is 25% attack. So just by having these two Super Strike character links active, he's getting 45% extra attack. And then Shattering the Limit is 2 key and attack and defense 5%. So he's sat with 313k defense at the start of the turn here. He should be getting support from you as well, right? Yeah, because he gives all allies 20% attack and defense when there's a Goku family ally on the team, which of course there is, right, with Goku here. So this is a very, very good turn for Jackie Chun. So let's see what numbers we can get out of him here. Hopefully Tech Goku gets his guard, although we're early enough on in this event that it shouldn't matter too much. Is he going to guard? He doesn't guard, okay, but he takes 69k, so that's fine. So let's see, what are we getting out of Jackie Chun here? I'm pretty sure as well, I saw a clip of his super attack animation earlier. I think it was while I was just link leveling him actually, I looked and saw it. 6.2. Oh damn, okay, that's... I mean, yes, okay, it's on the rotation with another Super Strike unit, so as I just pointed out, right, he's getting a lot of extra attack from those Super Strike links, but Grandpa Gohan is a pretty good unit to run on some of the teams that you're going to run this guy on. So when you think about the fact that his main role, realistically, on teams, if you're going to bring him, is to be a support unit, support units that are hitting like a 6 million attack stat, whilst also guarding, his defense would have been, what, after supering once on that turn, around 400 to 450k. So obviously not the craziest, right? If he's taking, let's say, like a Metal Cooler Core super attack. What's he going to take with that? I don't know the calculation for working out guard, but throughout about 400k with guard, Metal Cooler does over 1 million damage. So I don't know, is he taking, what, like 4 to 500k, I think? Which is a lot, but for a free-to-play unit, who is essentially a support unit, that is pretty good. And if we were going into that turn on full HP, and under the general sort of prediction that every other unit on the rotation, including him, would take double digits from normal attacks, how much HP do we have on this team? 597. So it could be close, but I feel like if we were going into that turn with full HP, he would actually live that super attack, which would be pretty interesting. And obviously if he double supers, he's getting that greatly raise again. So I think that would be very effective. So he's not picking up any extra links from Bulma because they just have the two Dragon Ball Saga links. But that's fine. So we'll grab this. We want to make sure we can at least... Oh yeah, there's loads of STR orbs spawned in at the top. Perfect. Because we want to make sure we can get at least 5 orbs for Bulma, so she's providing the support to everybody else on the rotation, but obviously we still ideally want to get 7 orbs for her as well, so we can get the extra super. Not that it really matters, right? Using her in this instance as a floating support unit, like it's going to take longer for her to build up her damage reduction, but she is a powerful enough unit that, you know, she's not really going to start taking damage until we get a bit further into this event. My Bulma is 79% now after that ridiculously lucky double pull multi yesterday. So, funnily enough, that day before I got that summon, I was actually thinking about, I think I'd had like 2 dud summons in a row, and I was actually thinking about the last time I ever pulled 2 copies of the new unit in the same multi. And I think the last time it happened was the AGL Dokkan Fest Trunks, which is, what, a year and 2 to 3 months or something like that ago on Global. So let me know when the last time was for you, if it's ever happened at all. Obviously, pulling the new unit is always great, but pulling 2 copies of them in the same multi is definitely what you want. So, alright, so we can burn through this turn pretty quickly. Krillin in slot 1 obviously is a beast. We've got the support from Grandpa Gohan as well. So if Krillin doesn't get a crit and finish off Oceanus, then obviously Tech Goku is just going to be able to do it instead. He's rocking an 8 million attack on this turn though. Krillin absolutely is like the slot 1 king on this team for the Tech World Tournament Goku. So definitely glad to have pulled all the copies of him. Kind of funny that, obviously, if you guys were there for the summon stream, you know I pulled all the copies of Krillin to rainbow him before I actually pulled a single copy of Piccolo off of his banner. Which is funny, because recently I've had a real issue pulling the side banner units for these new characters. I pulled Yamcha, but didn't pull Yajirobe. I pulled God Goku up to 90% and only pulled 1 copy of Vegeta. I rainbowed Bardock and only pulled 1 copy of Tora. And for some reason, I just haven't gotten any of these units to appear in extra summons. So this is the one rotation where we do get our links screwed up a little bit by having this Int Jackie Chun. But let's go ahead and put the Tech 1 in slot 1. So he's not going to get his on super buff before he's getting hit, but he's got type advantage anyway and is going to be guarding, which does give him a little bit of extra defensive capability, because extreme and super units and enemies do more damage to each other. So by having guard, he's actually going to take less damage from Oceanus anyway, right? So, and then this guy gives World Tournament allies an extra 50% attack and defense. So pretty good for you for slot 1. Plus, Oceanus gets killed by whoever attacks first. So realistically, we should put him in slot 1 anyway. Damn, Tech Goku's up to 662k. He hasn't really been hit like a crazy amount of times. Mine's only 55%, so that's pretty good. And yeah, as expected, he takes double-digit damage. Yeah, that's what I would expect to see, right? And then 6.37. That's with the 3 links active with Goku. And yeah, he's getting 50% support from the unit in slot 3. And was Bulma on the previous turn? If she's not on this rotation, then she was. Okay, no, she wasn't. Wow. So that's without the Bulma support as well. Damn, that's actually really good. So yeah, this it's crazy how they made him this good, and then we just recently got that Cyborg Tao EZA, and he sucks. And the worst thing about that is that we already have, I mean, we're using him on this team, right? That last rotation was a good example of the issue that you can run into, where on this Goku team, the Int Jackie Chun is actually a good option to run as well, and then you run into that conflict where they share the same name, so they can't link with each other. Whereas Cyborg Tao, like, doesn't have a good card in the game. So his Super Strike EZA, it would have been really good if he was actually good. Like, you give him this Jackie Chun's kit, obviously you'd have to change the categories, because it wouldn't be World Tournament and Turtle School, right, to get the buffs. But you change those categories to some of the ones he's on. I think he's on Terrifying Conquerors. And then he'd actually be really good. But, yeah, I don't know what the thought process was behind that, but it is good to see that we finally get another one of these units that is actually good. So for free-to-play players, this guy definitely has a lot of value on these teams, especially for people who don't really like to play the World Tournament, because then I guess you're probably, you're a lot less likely to have the LR Jackie Chun, or maybe you only have him at like 55%. You got to finish number 1 in the local to get 2 copies of him. So you might only have him, without any dupes. And this free-to-play Jackie Chun, very easy to get rainbow as long as you can spare the tech orbs, which you get a bunch of for doing the missions anyway. So he's actually a very, very good option. And this rotation with him and Goku is definitely very powerful. I'm definitely going to try him out on this team in one of the more difficult events. After speaking about it a little bit in this video, I actually really want to take him up against the Metal Cooler Core and see how much damage he can take. I definitely probably, I wouldn't put him in slot 1, right? Because having the guard is nice, but I want to get that defense. Was that 9 mil? That's with the Bulma buff. So yeah, I guess we can leave it there. 6 mil crit. Looking very, very good for a free-to-play unit, I have to say. And I think his sticker effect is kind of cool. I like to give as many of these EZA units the stickers as we can. You know, any units that have like the key effect looks pretty cool, right, with the effect around his hands. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Like I say, we've had a recent streak of these Super Strike EZA units being pretty bad. So it's nice to see this guy coming in and breaking that streak. Gives me a little bit more hope for the next potential one. Obviously, as the heroes / crossover enjoyer, I really want to see the Tech Xenotrunks get a really good one. I thought he would get it last November. Maybe it'll be this November. I guess we'll have to see. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.